Morning, Bill. This morning's class is hip flexors, and I'm going to do it as a wee bit different from normal. We're going to do it as a circuit. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exercises that we're going to work through for hip flexor itself. Now, if you're feeling any aches, pains, strains, as normal, just ease off. It's all going to be time-based, so it's going to be a minute roughly for each of the drills. But depending if it's single leg or double leg, will work one side or both sides. You will need a mat, a chair if possible, a small weight or a foam roller. So the weight's just going to be something to place on top of your knee when we're doing one of the drills itself there. If you don't have the weight or if you don't have a foam roller, that's absolutely fine. You can use your hands, and I'll show you alternative ways of doing that as well. Morning, Alistair. I was just quickly going through all different things there. So it's going to be a circuit today. Morning, Ian, as well. Circuit today, there's going to be about 5 or 6 exercises that work through, all for hip flexor, strength, and length. So it's not just the leg that's working, it's the other leg that we're going to talk about as well. So just be mindful of what we're doing. Andy, that is some commitment. Where are you? Outside?
In the Ushkel area. Basque country.
What's that? Is that a swimming pool?
Yeah, it's not mine. Friend's house.
That's all right. Doesn't matter as long as it's a swimming pool.
Yeah. We were down watching the start of the tour and then here for a few days, and then
this is a safety thing. Make sure you don't fall in that, because
next week we're going off to the Spanish side of the Pyrenees, and it's we often do exercises with consequences along the edge of the pool. Next week we're going off. We're running, doing as part of the UMTB Mountain Festival. We're doing a 15k, and there's people doing like 100k and nonsense like that, and so yeah.
Silly buggers there.
I'll direct them your way.
Your hip flexors will love this today then. Absolutely. Right, I'll put myself on the spotlight and we'll get started as soon as we can get going. Do watch yourself, Andy. Don't fall in that water. Right. Okay. So we're going to start by just jumping onto our mats. I'm going to start by just doing what we call cars. So continual articular rotations of the hip. So we find our mat, and all we're going to do is we do 4 points. And all we're going to do is just lift the knee toward the elbow, out towards the side, all the way back, keeping the knee at 90 degrees the whole time. We're going to do this for a minute each side. This is the first station on our circuit. Okay, so we're going to start off in 5, 3, 2, 1. It's all super slow as well, so don't worry about speed. I'm going to work on my left leg first of all, and we're just trying to explore the range of motion at that hip. So out the side, all the way back, keeping the knee at 90 degrees. That's a really key thing. You can tuck the toes under as well if you wish to. So we're just exploring some range. The hip flexors obviously flex the hip, as the name gives away. But they're really important for stride length, especially hill work. They're really important for our hill work, so we'll incorporate into some more training. Nice and super slow. So if you could go in counterclockwise this time round. All the rounds. Keeping that knee at the 90 degree bends. 3, 2, 1, and switch over. And we're going to go clockwise. So yeah, clockwise on the right hand side. Keeping the backs nice and long, flat. No speed involved here. It's all about the quality. And if you can see yourself on the screen, just make sure you keep your knee at the 90 degree. We're not losing our backs at all. Keep the backs nice and long and strong. And just working where you need resistance, so nothing is being forced. It's just part of getting that hip smooth. Ten seconds, and then we're on our second station. 5, 3, 2, 1. So 15 seconds recovery while I show you the drill, and then we'll all start together. So the second drill is going to be on our backs. We're going to go to our hip bridge, and all we're going to do is lift 1 up, lift 2 up, lift 1 up, lift 2 up. Okay, and I want you to make sure that the speed is super slow, and we're not letting our backs sink down, our hips as high as we can go for as long as possible. If you start to struggle, just maintain the bridge, or if you want to just get one leg off, that's absolutely fine as well. But if you can, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, add in the reach if you can as well. Off we go. We're working glutes on one side while the hip flexors are working on the opposite side. And that's exactly the same thing as what happens when we're running. One side's doing one thing, and the opposite side is doing the other. Good work. Keep the reach long with the arms. Keep the hips high. Another benefit of hip flexor strength is speed and power to really get that knee drive through. The quicker we get the knee drive through, the more time we'll spend in flight. Hard, 5 seconds. Reach towards the roof, bring the arms in, drive the knees right through. 3, 2, 1, and relax back in there. Third exercise, you'll need your chair. All going to this here, if I can show you first of all. One foot on the chair, other leg is completely locked out. Okay, that's really important. Get the glute working on one side. Head up tall, chest up tall, hands come across the chest. We're just going to tap on the chair itself. What's important is we don't let that back leg sink down, okay? So ready? And it's going to be a minute each side. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the back knee back. My right foot's on the chair this time, so my left knee is going to push straight back, and I'm just tapping the foot on the chair. If you can, be aware if the foot starts to rotate out, keep the foot pointing straight forward. Head up tall, chest up tall, push the hip underneath of the stance leg, press down to the ground of the stance leg, and you'll feel that glute working on the left-hand side while the hip flexor is working on the right. And it's really important that the stance legs work at the same time as the opposite legs work. Seconds. Keep the tempo nice and quick on the front foot. No resting through that front foot at all, and squeeze that back leg. 3, 2, 1, switch over. Good work. And straight in. Second set. Off go. Keep the back leg nice and straight. The knee should roughly be about 90 degrees or above. If it's below 90, you might find it's a little bit easier. So just pop a wee bit of a cushion or something to make that front hip work a little higher. If you're finding this is a bit of a strain, take the height down. So digress, we're taking away. Regress, we're putting some more height into the front leg. Up tall, not leaning back, legs locked out. Push that stance foot all the way down the ground. Keep your balance there. One second. 3, 2, 1, and we're into our next drill. We'll do our plank exercise. So plank, normally we do the plank, if we can take our knee to touch our elbow. Okay, along with our plank, knee to the same side elbow. If you want to make it a little bit easier, just go to knees and just drive the knee through. Otherwise, we're in the long plank. Starting in 5, and it's for 1 minute. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. Long plank, knee tap. Looking back, nice and long. Drive the knees forward. And again, I want to visualize your plank position, your stance position in running, and your knee drive as you lift when you're running as well. We're just doing it horizontally rather than vertically. Keep the quality there. You just move nice and slow. Muscle over momentum. 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Last exercise. Grab a weight. You've got a weight. Got a foam roller. You've got a foam roller. Normally, people here, we're standing on one leg and the weight's on the opposite side. Okay, so all we're going to do is pull the weight there, and we're keeping the weight. If you don't have a weight, just use your hands, push down on that stance leg itself. Start in 10 seconds. Okay, 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Just go a minute each side. Push down through stance leg, letting the weight hang with the hip flexion working. Push the stance leg straight. Keep up tall. You can either reach as you wish through the hand, and to the front for your balance. Keep the knee of the working leg high. Good work. After that, squeeze that knee into extension of the stance leg. Try not to hang off your back, keep yourself nice and tall. "15 seconds. 10 seconds. Squeeze that knee high. 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch over. Straight in. Off we go. Squeeze the back of your back. Tuck the hips underneath if you can. Lock or being close to locking out that back leg. One of the big things with the hip flexors as well, they attach onto the spine, so we've got a big and important role in our core. So whenever we're working on core, we're also working hip flexors. Sometimes we use our hip flexors too much when we're doing our core exercises. When you're doing the plank, stay long for as long as you can. Hip flexors have been linked a lot to lower back problems as well. So making hip flexors long and strong helps to support that lower back too. 10 seconds just. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 30 seconds, we go through our circle again. Okay, 30 seconds. We'll do other cards first. So the legs will shake out. This time there won't be as much recovery between which we go through the whole exercise as well as we can. If you're finding anything achy, take the weight back. If you find it too easy, you have to lift that leg a little bit higher. Making sure the back leg is always as stiff as possible. So the glutes working on the back leg while the hip flexors work on the front leg itself there. 3, 2, hands and knees, cards, off we go. Super, super slow. And we're going clockwise this time round. Don't worry about speed and any of the drills we do today. It's all about keeping the control and keeping the quality. Good job, super, super high. Explore that full outer range as much as you can. Good work. Backs nice and long, backs nice and strong. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Off we go. And we're going counterclockwise this time. The slower you go, the more the muscle has to do the work. Keeping in the 90-degree bends. We're trying not to get the leg long. Keeping the 90-degree bends. Good work. Exploding hip extension. We then go into external rotation. We then go into abduction. We then go into flexion and internal rotation. And then back to normal. Good work. All movements of the hip joint working here. Great exercise. Pre-post run. 5, 3, 2, 1. Onto our backs. The hip bridge is next. The hip bridge is next. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Bridge, knee drive. Bring in the reach as well. The speed is slow. Drive the knee right through. As far as you can take that knee through. Good work. Keep the hips high for the whole movement. So squeeze the glutes. Push the hip through. Right through. 15 seconds. Keep the reach long. Keep the breathing nice and controlled. 5, 3, 2, 1. Enter toe taps next. So we're going to find the chair, enter toe taps next. 5, 3, 2, 1. Back leg nice and straight. Hands across the top of the chest. Squeeze the back leg out. Right, head up tall, chest up tall. You bring in the arm for a reach if you need to. Keep the tempo just a wee bit quicker on the front foot. Drive through the back leg as well. So really engage glutes on that back leg. 5 seconds, half the house. Seconds. Now we're starting to work. We're stretching that pelvis with the hip flexor work on one side, the glute work on the opposite side. Keep the head up tall, keep the chest up tall. 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch over. Good work. Ready? Straight in. Off go. That leg back and back leg up nice and tall. Having your hands down by your side might be another option to keep your chest up tall rather than leaning forward. Keep yourself up there. And It's light through the front tap. On, off, on, off. But I want you to think about lifting from the knee rather than pushing from the foot. So the foot ankle stays the same angle. It's the knee that's lifting to bring the foot off. That should make it a little bit different than pushing up from the ankle side. Lift from the hip and lift from the knee. 3 seconds. Five, 3, 2, 1. We're into our plank position with our knee drives. 10 seconds. Plank position, knee drive. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Right knee through, long with the plank. Head up tall. You're looking just in front of you with the head, rather than looking down at the knees themselves. Long, long. Shoulders are right over the top of the wrists. Seconds. Doing well, guys. Long the core. Straight at the back leg. Really push the back leg back. We drive the front leg forward. And push it from the heel. 5, 3, 2, 1. Weight, flexor holds. Grab your weights. 3, 2, 1. Off the weight just on the front leg, back leg locked out. You have the reach. Evenly past parallel your goal. So try to let the knee drop down here, keeping it past parallel of your goal. Glute toes up as well, get some ankle flexion. After there, hold there, keep the knee high. Tuck the hips underneath, try not to lean back to keep the hip high. Keep leaning forward into it to pull the abdominals closer to the hip rather than leaning further back. Pull yourself closer to that hip, engage that core. Five, 3, 2, 1. Switch over. Ready, straight in. Up go. Up tall and reach with the hands. Control the breathing in through the nose, right through the mouth. Now, drive that stance foot down to the ground. You're working hard now. Long with the reach, high with the front knee. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and there we go. 30 seconds, our last set to go, last circuit to go. Give the legs a little struggle out. Really good work. Really important, guys, we don't lose our backs when we're starting to do a hip flexor here, because all we're doing is we're just shifting our weight onto the lower back. So if you can, lean forward into it, so we're really getting that hip flexor working. 10 seconds. One last time for you. We've got a little cheeky finisher today for the hip flexors as well. So one more circuit and then a wee finisher to go. 3, in the car position, 2, 1, off we go. You can choose whether you go clockwise or counterclockwise this time, whatever way you feel is easiest or whatever you feel was the easiest for your hip last time. You stayed at 90. Really explore the range of that hip. You can even hold the positions for 2-3 seconds if you wish to as well, but make sure you don't forget that knee coming forward towards the elbow. 15 seconds. Three, two, switch over, straight in. So the hip flexors also get a lot of tough press about being too short. What we tend to find is the strongest the muscle is, the shorter it tends to be. You just don't have the strength in the outer range. So that's why all the work we're doing today is past 90 degrees, but also the stance leg is being driven back. So we're actually working, if there was a triangle, in a range you're really good at, the outer range is where we need to work into. Let's go. No speed at all here, and nice and slow and controlled. 3, 2, 1, into our bridge position. Straight into our bridge position. Starting in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Maintain the bridge the whole time. Keep the hips high, add in our reach. Bring the breathing as well. Breathe in on the way up, out the way down, and keep it nice and slow. Seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax back down into our stance position. Heel taps. Ready, straight in. Off we go. Push the back leg back. Squeeze the knee, squeeze the glute, press through the foot. The foot on the back leg helps you engage the glutes. And then reach if you wish to. Up tall. If anything, lean in straight rather than lean away from it. Halfway house, 5 seconds. Seconds. Squeeze back glute. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, and switch over. Straight in. Off we go. Keep the tempo nice and controlled. Up nice and tall. Squeeze the back leg. And the rest keep the chair. Up tall, lean into it if you can, rather than lean back. We're going to take the easy route. Path of least resistance is the best teacher. Half of this is work, teacher, my apologies. Lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. That's good. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and relax there. Good job. We're in our plank position. Ready? Knee drives. And off we go. Long with the plank. Wrists underneath shoulders. Knee to elbow. Don't worry about speed. Worry about getting that knee as close as you can. Push the back leg back as you can whilst you're doing it. So push the heel of the long leg away from the elbows while you drive the knee of the bent leg towards the elbow.
Oh.
10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Into stance. Last job. Grab the weights. And off we go. Lean into it again. You can. Squeeze the back knee. Bring in the reach. Ten seconds just. 5 seconds just. And switch over. Squeeze knee back. Keep that knee to parallel if you can. Fifteen seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax the weights to the side. Just onto your mats, guys. Just going to hold this for a minute all together. Right leg forward, left leg back, tuck the hip underneath. We're going to stretch that hip flexor out. We're bringing the reach, just bring them towards the ceiling. We're tucking the hips underneath. We're not leaning back. We're squeezing the hips through. You should feel the stretch through quads, hip flexors, maybe a little bit of the core as well. Just reach up towards the roof and tuck that hip underneath as best you can. 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch over, right leg back, left leg forward. Again, tuck the hip underneath. And bring in the reach. Squeeze the hip, squeeze from the hip. Rather than just leaning forward or leaning back with the back. Keep up tall, tuck the belly. Actively pull the pelvis through. Use the glute for the stretch. Fifteen. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax back out. Well done, guys. I'm just going to grab, pause the recording. Well done. Good job. We've got 2 minutes 16 for any questions. So the session today was more about can we actually get the hip flexor working with the glute. So our one leg's pushing forward, the other one's pushing back, and that's the exact same thing as what's happening when we're running. We want to try and generate force on the up and also force on the down. It's a bit like cycling. If you only cycle on the down strides, you lose a lot of power. So cyclists will pull up and push down opposite sides, and that's the same as what we're trying to do with running as well. Also, the hip flexors, what we're trying to describe is we're really strong here. We want to try and make sure we're just stronger with a wider range. So through a fuller range of the hip flexor itself there. And the hip flexors do get a lot of press for being stiff, short, but they're really strong. We just need to make sure they're stronger through a fuller range. And that might be they're stronger in a little bit of hip extension and also stronger through parallel of the knee itself. Does anyone have any quick questions at all?
No, thanks.
Well done, guys. Good work. Enjoy holidays, enjoy time away. Next week's class is going to be on the lower back. So a lot of mobility and a lot of stretching, a lot of work for the lower back itself next week. So we'll look forward to seeing you all there.
Thanks.
James.
And
Cheers.
welcome
Nice
to
t-shirt.
Alfred and welcome to Bill. Good seeing you.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye now.